In what ways will you work to interact with residents in your ward to determine their opinions as related to issues before the City Council?
Well, that's a great question. Another great question. I have been, since really even before August started, I have been outdoor knocking. And I was advised by many that if I wanted to compete in the City Council race, being really a virtual unknown, that I had to do that. And so it's been through the door knocking, really, that I've been connecting already, not only expressing my message, but also asking for input from residents on what they see as challenges facing the city. And so the budget deficit is something that surprised a lot of people, but really on a very resounding basis, residents express interests and concerns about the direction of business in the city, a lack of choice in the city in terms of entertainment options, and the like. So now it's been door knocking. That's actually one of my goals if I'm elected by the voters on November 6th. One of my goals, and I believe one of the challenges, is going to be to keep people engaged. They seem to be engaged now, but to keep them engaged, and then secondly, to find a way to stay connected with them. I had a gentleman invite me in the house just earlier this week as I was outdoor knocking, and in fact, that was his primary concern. He was glad I was there. He was glad that we had the conversation about the issues. But the reason that he said he'd vote for me is because I showed up, and because he had faith that he would be able to contact me and to have me respond to him when he had a concern. So I have to, the voters to some degree have to go on faith that I'm going to provide that service to them. That's the very first objective that I have and the very first personal goal that I have if I'm elected November 6th. Beyond that, I don't know. I have to come up with some ideas. I'd like to do something that is a little unconventional. I don't know what those things are. Maybe a monthly coffee, maybe a weekly coffee session. I don't know, but it's going to be very important. And I guess the other thing I would add there is that keeping people engaged is really incumbent upon me. I think what I've found and discovered on the campaign trail is that folks generally are just not engaged in local politics. In fact, I think we're getting into the campaign season where people are beginning to show fatigue of even the election season, particularly even at the national level. But we've got to keep them engaged. So it's incumbent upon me to do some things that maybe are unique. Maybe I think what I need to do is on the important issues facing the city on a per council meeting basis to provide context for what we're being asked to vote on and how I voted and why. And those are the kind of things that I think I can do by leveraging very simple technology that's available freely on the web to be able to do that and to be able to make that communication. So those are a few things that I think that I can focus on and that I'll be doing.
Okay.